Hello, students. My name is Mike Ferguson, Michael Ferguson. I don't know. However you want to call me, you can call me Mike. You can call me Michael, Doctor, Professor Ferguson, whatever makes you feel comfortable. I'm the instructor for the class. So nice to meet you. I'm going to talk about a little bit myself. First of all, I live in Hawaii. I went to grad school in California. I got my PhD from Berkeley, so I'm familiar with California. So I have lived there, so I'm not a complete stranger to the Golden State. But some things about myself. So I'm a fourth generation chemist. So my parents were both chemists. They met in chemistry class of all places in undergrad, and eventually ended up dating and got married. So also on my mother's side, my father is actually first generation college student, but my mother, uh, she was a chemist, and her mother was a chemist, and then my maternal grandmother's father was a chemist, and actually my great grandfather, we studied similar things. So I guess it's kind of weird. It kind of runs in the family. Although I don't think it's necessarily a chemistry gene. I think I was just kind of taught from an early age how to approach chemistry, like a science, and there's a certain way of approaching problems. It's kind of a chemistry way of doing things, and I think I just kind of did that. So let's talk about this course for a little bit. So just so you know, I'm a total pushover. Like if you need help on anything, if you need deadlines extended, that's fine. I know I wrote in my syllabus that I don't accept late work, but that's not true. I always accept late work. You can work ahead. You can work ahead. You can, if you miss the deadlines, I'm not going to punish you. There's no penalty for late work. So, but I will bug you to get it in. And some other things about me as an instructor, I'm want to look after you as far as your basic needs and your mental health. Of course, there's other, if you have any other issues, that's fine too, especially academic. I mean, that's my job, right? I mean, and teach you chemistry and to connect you with other academic issues if you have them. But as far as I mean, basic needs, if you're not getting enough food, if you're not finding proper shelter, then there's no way you're going to succeed in my class. And so it's a dual responsibility for us to make sure that you have those basic needs met. Same with mental health. If you are dealing with crippling mental health, then you are not going to be as successful in this class as you could be. So, although I mean, just from one human being to another, of course, I don't want anyone to be lacking in basic needs or having mental health issues. And the mental health issues, they can be chronic and they can be acute. So, I mean, I'm perfectly willing to help out with both. But I mean, of course, for me though, as far as that, like I'm not a counselor, and I can refer you to services, but there's university services, and there's also just the wide network that's part of it. So one thing about faculty members is they tend to be very connected, and whenever I've gone to someone and say, hey, I have a student that needs something, can you help me? It's amazing what leaps people will go through to help me. So I'm perfectly happy to extend that to you guys to help you out. So here, I did write a little bit in my intro about this. I mean, my hobbies. Well, I'm a big nerd. I like a lot of nerdy things. I also like art. So a lot of the typical nerd things. Harry Potter. I'm excited. I've been reading about the HBO coming up with Harry Potter. And speaking of HBO, I've been watching the Dune prophecy thing. So I'm recording this video on December 16th, and I'm about to go on a trip, and so I've already started downloading, lots of things to watch on the airplane. And let's see other things. I like Lord of the Rings. That's another big thing I'm into. Art, I like especially painting. Painting and sculpture is my favorite, especially Impressionism is my favorite kind of art kind of thing. So let's see here. What else? I like to exercise. I run, lift, and swim and hike. So it's a little easier to do some of those things in Hawaii, of course. I like to travel, so it's another thing I like to do. Oh, I'm also into fuzzy animals, so whenever you get an email from me, well, I should say an announcement. When I send out announcements, I always send out fuzzy animal pictures because that's just kind of my thing. it's a free bit of serotonin with your chemistry news. So, but okay, anyways, this is who I am, and I'm perfectly willing to help you out. I know that many of you are taking this class because of situational issues, meaning like geographic isolation or caretaker duties or work, and because of that, you need the open schedule. So just let me know, and I'll do what I can to help you out. And so, yeah, this is my brief introduction. Hope you enjoy my class. Let me know if you have any questions. Aloha.